Yes, this is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We want to heal up to the people them who stay with me continuously. On a Thursday, there's so much people out there where yell me and say, boy, Muta, trust me, can't leave the program on a Thursday. So I don't know if them fix it yet, but I want to tell the people them say, if you drive go to Trelawney there, Montego Bay, right near the Trelawney Sports Center there. Part of the road broke way. In life, believe you me, it's come like somebody drop a bomb in the road. And I can't tell them, I say, people must take so much caution because the other side could have broke with too. So them have everybody a drive through Falmouth. The problem with driving through the Falmouth is that Falmouth is such a small place that if you come from Mobile and if you come from Ochia, so everything clog up in the little town there. So everything get late up. Yeah, I know so the express. Sir. We have a ball the other night, say, boy, the also the express take long for reach I watch here because the place clog up. But that goes to show how the thing set in a Jamaica with the road them, the road thing not easy at all. Because the rain will fall, we understand the consistency of the rain still. But you can't tell me, say, every road in a Jamaica get affected. Every road. And them not see nothing wrong with it, say something wrong. Something is intrinsically wrong with Jamaica road system. The minister them who responsibility have to just understand that. And you see them not doing nothing to alleviate the problem because them patch the hole them and the rain come and dig out back the hole them. Just the other day, I see them patch some hole up a Stone Hill there. I mean, I talk about it the other day. And now I see the hole them dig out back. As a matter of fact, it come like the hole them spiteful. When them dig out back with a vengeance. I'm sorry for the people that may drive them low car there in a Rasta. Because if you don't know, so the hole them there in a water cover them hole there. And down your front axle down, you know how much people must stop on road now. And them like bend under them car because the axle broke. I never see that in Jamaica so yet. Them can't blame every traffic, and every this and that, The road them don't make good. Them road that was awesome buggy road. It wasn't made for carry car and truck and bus and all them something there. But now that we know say car and bus and truck there, the road them need to fix Rasta. I don't know how them are going to do it. They have to find the money and fix the road them because it will lessen productivity. Yeah, man, the productivity thing I get away now because I tell you, birds must have beard, Birds, auto. Anybody will have auto place now. Them supposed to have beard. Believe you me. Me pass birds the other day, and I tell you, the way the place pack up, man, it come like some fish market to go on in there, so. It's a terrible thing. I try to figure out if them people they don't drive on road, politicians don't drive on road, or a overcraft them have. I must overcraft them have Rasta. Me say, hey, watch a man. Which part Portia live there? Me I go drive up the road at night, late at night, and me remember say the road, it kind of rough, but it never so rough. Rotted. I have to turn on my bright light to see the whole them, I don't understand it. And now we say a highway broke way. I mean, I see it on the TV that some can't believe say the road broke way so. And them going to tell you say, boy, right now it clog up underneath the drainage clog up. Then how much drainage I go clog up so for make the thing go so. Look at Mobile where happened the other day. Look where happened to Mobile the other day. Granted the people them now still away there and the rubbish gone in the gully. Go to Rasta, where you see a man to go there, you're not supposed to go so. And some little idiot people that talk about a punishment for more. A punishment for more because the whole violence or dog there. A punishment for more why the water wash with someone. and people car on top of car. Believe you me, car the on top of car down there. Everywhere you go in Jamaica, everywhere you go. From Negril, way back to Moran Point to Ratin, everywhere you go. Something affects somewhere, some road or some road thing that now work out properly. And we're tired to tell them, you know. We're tired to tell them, so we have a cement factory out of Rockford. Use up the cement factory and make the road them with cement. Because the thing not working out, it's not working out. Just like how in the abundance of water, the fool get thirsty. Little more you saw you, everybody a ball so they can't get no water. And them will tell you, you can't wash car, you can't water your garden and all them something there. Where all them water they gone. And look how much water run go to the sea and the sea not full up yet. The sea not full up yet and the same way the sea look to me. The amount of water when I see a rush go out go to sea. And I mean not to the sea I get full up. So where the water there? Some gone on and eat the earth. Some gone on the sea. Some evaporate. But right now, no water not evaporate because every day rain a fall now. Every day. I mean like every day. It's like the rain I say, all right, we're going to just give them a run. From last year till now, rain a fall on my yard. I'm not exaggerate. I'm not exaggerating. From last year till now, rain will stop fall up on my way. So with all them water they are go. With the harnessing of the water security. I don't know where them people are doing, Rasta. Somebody come send me a water. I don't know if it's a long time picture, but it's since the Prime Minister Billy Mouse up on Beverly. Somebody send me a picture with a waterfall look like Duns River up on Beverly Hills. How the hell waterfall reach up on Beverly Hills? It's weird. Oh, waterfall reach up Beverly Hills. Some pipe them and make this and bust thing and the water gush out of the side of the hill. You still see tourists start go up, they go be there underneath the Prime Minister house. Can you believe that? Tourists are going to be there underneath the Prime Minister house. Yes, Steppin razor. We want to heal up the George Edley primary school youth, them, you know, believe you me. I feel say a whole lot of big people should have watched the school challenge quiz there, you know. Even though it's like a junior trip, because I mean, sit down there and watch it and it come like it's a thriller movie me I watch, you know. And the thing about that, you know, is when you watch it, you try to answer the question them before the youth them. And most of the time you get the question wrong. It's a terrible thing. You say, but oh, you used to do all them things there, you don't forget it so, but it's a very challenging thing for really pressure some youth to answer a question in a couple of seconds. And me sit down there and watch it, man, and me I tell you, and this is the last match there, because me get addicted to it, you know, me make sure so me reach home quick. Me drive from watch and go to my yard because sit down and watch it, you know, it's sweet. You watch it? Eh? No, me I tell you, man, well, me don't watch it all the time, but me make sure so anytime I do my yard, me watch it. And me I tell you, so the last match there, trust me, the last match there, man, when it reach at the end, the two youth, the youth them tie, the Mutabaruka youth them tie. And then just one answer, you know, about Goliath. And me I tell you, so we want to big up the youth them because they must be underdog for the thing. You know, nobody never expect them to win. But that's how it go nowadays, you know. The one where you don't expect to win and them win. And we feel good for the youth them. We really feel good for the youth them, and we have to find some way to get involved in it. It sweet me. It sweet me. And the reason why it sweet me so much is because I find myself I get involved in it and go like say I meet them and ask the question them. Yeah. When I watch it come like I be and you say me not get the question and me know the answer. Sometimes you know the answer, you know. But at that moment it not come to you where you hear the youth say it. You say rotted. Look at that way. I mean, didn't know it, you know. You understand? But it's a beautiful thing, especially some primary school youth. So anybody who know anybody who got job in the primary school, tell them some Mutabaruka and say, yes, I'm going to put up a nice thing. And the Mutabaruka youth them, trust me, it's just a press of a button make on lose. It's not that you never, because the two of them mention the same thing, the two answer, but it's who press the button first. And you can't hear to the Mutabaruka youth them, they know the answer to because them say the answer. But me I tell you, man, it's a wonderful program. Wonderful program, man. I love it. I really, really love it. Trust me. Okay. Steppin, Razor. Here goes.
With the local and international headlines. The government has taken steps to stop the spread of the frosty pod rot disease in cocoa plants. The ministry says the disease has spread in St. Mary, St. Catherine, Clarendon and St. Andrew, adding that a more radical approach is needed to curtail the rapid spread of this disease. The plant quarantine frosty pod rot of cocoa order 2017 took effect yesterday, which declares the 4 parishes to be infested with frosty pod rot. The public is not allowed to move into any area of Jamaica, any cocoa pods, plants, seedlings, cuttings, plant products, plant-related materials or related articles. Permission is given in writing by the Chief Plant Quarantine Officer. The Chief Plant Quarantine Officer may enter any land that is infested to control and or eradicate the disease. The ministry is urging farmers and other cocoa stakeholders to assist with curtailing the spread of this disease by complying with the order. The chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, Norman Scott, has announced that 17 municipal police have been sworn in as special district constables. He told today's General Council meeting that the ceremony was held on Tuesday at the council's chambers. Mayor Scott, after gazetting by the local government minister, the officers will be empowered to make arrests. The meeting was told that through its enforcement efforts, the municipal police have helped the corporation to achieve its fiscal goals through the collection of various fees. And a school bus have collided in southern France, killing at least 4 children. The Interior Ministry says another 24 people were reported to be seriously injured in the accident. The students on the bus are reported to be between the ages of 13 and 17. Pictures from the scene showed the school bus shared in 2 by the force of the crash. Around 70 emergency workers and 4 helicopters were deployed as part of the rescue effort. Transport Minister Elizabeth Bourne called the crash a terrible accident. Education Minister will visit a counseling center on Friday. Finally, Zimbabwe's new president, Emerson Mnangagwa, is seeking the removal of sanctions imposed by Western countries, saying they are crippling national development. He also indicated that elections due next July could be brought forward. Speaking to governing ZANU-PF party leaders, said the government would do everything to make sure they are credible, free and fair. He became president last month after Robert Mugabe was ousted. Mr. Mnangagwa is expected to be endorsed on Friday as party leader and presidential candidate for ZANU-PF at the elections. A United States travel and economic embargo remains in place for several ZANU-PF officials, senior members of the military and state-owned companies. The Trump administration has said these sanctions will not be removed unless political reforms take place. The European Union continues an arms embargo as well as sanctions against Mr. Mugabe, his wife Grace, and the firm Zimbabwe Defense Industries. Those were the local and international headlines. Major news is next at 5:45. From the IRFM newsroom, I am Stephanie Hamilton.
At £24 million. No, I know, but I mean, really, £24 million.
Every week.
Every week? I know every week.
Yeah,
every month, every year. A month, a week. Yeah. Oh, you mean, you know what million Jamaican dollar that? And nearly $17 million a year. A week, that you know. No, we are telling you.
That's how footballers have paid, man.
Oh, gosh, man. Footballers and actors are some very, very... sir. No, £24 million, the man I get, you know, for play football, you know. Oh, gosh, man. Jamaican youth, go on, Jamaican youth. You're large. Anyway, I'll go back to this song here, you know. Yeah, we'll go back to this song here. It was the Cash Pot Special Pot Draw. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 5 p.m. for another chance to win in top draw dollars. Pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and cash pot draws. So a man emailed me yesterday and said, Muta, ask them people, say the people them need more draws. Especially like our holiday, you know. Them want some more draws. So I don't know, Supreme Promotions, if you can add some new draws to the whole cash pot, you'll make some people very, very happy. You know, say, me love that tune, yeah. Yeah, me love that tune, yeah. And if I want really look into themselves, it's truly youth attack. Yes, truly youth attack. Okay. So, we have an interview here with Mr. Howard Mitchell. He's the president of the private sector organization of Jamaica, which is very interesting. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I am okay. All right. You is newly elected president?
Yes, sir. About 2 weeks now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, not very long, but I've already gotten myself into a lot of trouble.
That's why you're here now, forget yourself in more trouble. All right.
I don't mind.
You make some really riveting statements the other day. Mm-hmm. And I was listening to it, I was reading it. I don't remember I listened it. But I say, wait, this man, the private sector organization president, I said these things. Why I say them things there? About the party them and the government?
Because I believe that it's the truth.
What is the truth?
The truth is that slavery is a condition of dependence. Yes? And this country has been through slavery, and it has affected our lives almost unalterably. It causes us to behave in a certain way, and perhaps we haven't come to grips fully with the understanding.
Operator, get back the man quick, Get back this man quick. Some leak out there, so get back this man quick. We have to get him back. Trust me, we have to get him back. Because as the president for the private sector organization of Jamaica, it's the first I hear one of them man there talk about all slavery and them something there. So it's something happening in this society where, believe you me, we work is not in vain. We're going to play for all this tune until we can get back the man. Yes, the truth. Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
Hello? Yes, sir.
I don't know what happened there a while ago, but that's all.
Technology defeats us all the time.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you say no. Yeah, continue about slavery.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that we don't have a full understanding of our behavioral patterns because we don't have a full understanding. We haven't looked into it. But I am trying now, and I've been trying for a number of years in my life to understand the society I live in, the society I'm a part of, and why we behave the way we do. And one of the things that I realize is that we have exchanged the condition of slavery, maybe because we are comfortable with it, for a condition of dependence on politicians. And that is how it appears to have evolved for me, in my view. And some of it is hyperbole, some of it is exaggerated. The fact is that we need to understand that this condition we have, where we elect somebody and then become dependent on them to direct our lives, is not healthy. It is not satisfactory. And we need to work out that when we, in the democratic system that we have, what we need is not dependence on a particular tribal chieftain or a particular tribe, but we need to realize that the system should be set up to provide certain rights and privileges, and it doesn't flow from the fact that we have the greens or the oranges in there.
But it sounds like you say the two political parties have the people in perpetual slavery rather than to free them with
I am of that. I'm coming to that view, and I'm not attacking politicians Muta,
Yeah.
I'm not attacking politicians. I'm saying we have allowed the system to be distorted so that certain people have preeminent power over certain people's lives.
Yeah. But some
And that shouldn't be so. That shouldn't
But
be
some
so.
people that say that the private sector organization is part of that legacy of colonialism where the party them support and the private sector organization support the party them to the point where them help for keep the slavery going. Or you say that as the president.
That may very well be true. That may very well be true because there is a symbiosis, an alliance between capital and politics, and we know that. But what we have, because if you don't recognize it, you can't deal with it. You don't understand. If you want to keep it that way, you still have to recognize it.
Yeah.
We are fools if we live in a world that we do not understand.
All right.
So all I was trying to do was to point out that I am not satisfied with the condition of this country after 40, 50, 52 years, 53 years, whatever it is, that we have established our independence in that way. We
All
have,
right. You just come. All right. That's what I say. You just came 2 weeks, and we know the private sector organization and who make up the private sector organization. Oh, and that where you are said sound like a really minority. If there's any other person who think that way, that I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised. You're not gonna last long, man, as president, man.
Well, let's wait and see, my brother. And that is that I still say, notwithstanding that I may be a minority, that I am pointing to a truth. Now, whether or not I am supported in that view, the question is it a truth?
Yes.
Do we have a dependence that is unhealthy on our political parties as opposed to an interaction with a political system that gives us certain things in return for certain things, which is how our society is structured.
So as the president and the new president, what you think you can do to really rally the private sector organizations to this point of view where you say, look, this is how it is, this is how I feel it is, where only think and what we should have moved from, where we should have go from that?
Good question. And what I am, first of all, trying to do is to set out what I believe to be or should be the PSOJ's position on certain conditions and challenges in our society, and to try and speak the truth about them and say, okay, what do you all think? This is how I see it. For instance, I see crime and the management of crime in Jamaica as a great hypocrisy, right? And that there are certain fundamental things that we are ignoring or deluding ourselves don't exist that we have to deal with. So the PSOJ proposes to have a forum on those discussions. That's the kind of thing. I think we have to let the public into the room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the public not in the room. The public not in the room.
Well, the public can't in the room if it's named private sector. Maybe I'm going to change the name from private.
I'm not going to propose. That is when I would laugh.
I'm here to that. The term private don't mean public. Invite public in
The fact is, the fact is that the private sector is a special interest lobby group, and I'm not apologizing for that.
Yeah.
But in being a special interest lobby group, there are certain interests which intersect with the broader national interest, which we must let the people talk about those things. And we must have a point of view, and they must have a point of view, because that is not interaction, is how you get progress.
The private sector organization over the years have been like an organization that is apart from the people. Now you come now with this bright young idea to say include the people them in a certain decision.
I'm not bright and young, sir. I'm not bright and young.
All right, you're dunce and dinosaurish like me then. What may I say is that private sector is the what we call the money god them, the people them who control the money purse, the people them who control the politician. Oh, you going go get this tradition to get broken in a year tenure?
Because I'm going to confront the change. I'm going to bring the change out and say, can we deal with certain aspects of this? For instance, we have a group called the MSME, the medium small enterprises. Okay, I want those people to feel that they have room in the private sector to talk and to be meaningful, because without them, you can't have growth. So that is one of the things that we have to deal with. No, yes, the perception is that the private sector is an elitist group made up of big power manipulators. Maybe that is so, maybe not, but the fact is that it has to be more than that if we're going to have change. Fundamental. Disruption is fundamental to nature and to growth and development. You can't be the same thing unless you are the Almighty. You can't be the same thing forever and ever, amen, eternity.
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to change.
So we must explore these thoughts, and we must explore these changes. And those that are useful to us, we must adapt.
I can't ask which school you used to go.
Sorry?
I can't ask which school you used to go.
Which school?
Yeah.
I went to St. George's College.
Okay. You went to St. George's College where the father them did there.
Yeah, but I'm not a Roman Catholic.
No, I'm not. Me used to go to Roman Catholic church and I'm a Roman Catholic. It just so happened that anyway, my mother go live a Roman Catholic church there near there. So she just tell me about the nearest church.
Well, that is kind of the way I was brought up too.
All right. But me ask you a question now. Where you say now revolutionary for the president of the private sector?
Careful, motor.
Well, revolutionary don't change, you know. It don't change because the prime minister feels that him is a beacon of change right now.
But I would like to be a change agent, and I would like the PSOJ to be an agent of change within the society, because if anything is obvious, it is that the society needs change.
Yes.
It badly needs change.
And you feel that you can affect the political climate of the country by galvanizing the private sector around the thinking where you have manifested.
I want to galvanize the private sector. I want to galvanize the society. I want to galvanize the politicians to maybe think of themselves a little differently. That we are not this patron-client relationship we have, where because you elect me, you become a father, and you find a road for me. I think that we need to look at it more in terms of, because I elect you, you are a manager of these processes, right, which are due to me as a citizen of the state.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I would like to depersonalize this thing and see where I don't have to be green or orange in order to get my rights.
Of course. Yeah.
I just have to live up to my obligations, and my obligations involve to the state involve living by the rules, the reasonable rules of the state as set up in our constitution.
Yeah, well,
right? And I think we need to change the perspective of how we deal with politics, because that's a big problem in the society. That has caused a big problem in the society.
Yes. Well, Bridget, may I tell you, say, it's the first me I talk to a president of anything in Jamaica. And how you sound to me feel like, say, closer to the people them rather than closer to the money act them. Even though
I'm a nationalist, sir. I'm a nationalist.
It's a revolutionary talking. It's talk now, but 2 weeks is not any time for really see any change. And I hope say how long you be president for until them vote?
The term is 2 years, but they can
extend it.
It can be extended, but it can also be shortened.
Well, I like talk to you 2 years after now, a year, if you tell the same thing.
I wish you wouldn't wait that long. I wish what you would do is just keep an eye on this quarter of the room see if things are, and then call me and we talk.
And me will give you hell if you not, if me not see nothing where you have to come to pass, trust me.
I don't mind criticism. I'm a old man, I'm accustomed to criticism. So I'm married for 43 years. I can deal with almost any criticism.
All right. I mean, hold the gate to hell, so you must know.
Touch on it during the new year and see if we're making any progress. And if we're not making progress, I'll welcome suggestions from you as to how to make the progress.
Of course. I have enough suggestions. Enough.
Okay.
All right.
All right, my brother.
All right, Mr. Howard Mitchell. Yes, a very, very serious youth. I mean, I call him youth. President of the private sector organization of Jamaica, just 2 weeks into him presidency, and him start to talk, him come out punching. Him come out punching. And as a youth, me like what I say. Me like what I say, and it give me a kind of hope, say, yeah, we can continue the journey because someone must rise up somewhere. Someone must rise up somewhere to keep the fire burning. Trust me. It can't be just we just all the while just go on. So someone out there hear the cry, eat it. So we give thanks. We give thanks to him. Believe you me, we give thanks to him. Yes, this is a stepping razor, the art of war. We're there with you. You know, the holiday they pan away, and we don't know, we see them try and make some effort to keep the things secure, but the people them need to secure themselves too. I tell one the other day, I tap on the radio the other man and say, you see the cell phone thing now, you see if I want to go to them yard, them supposed to have credit on them cell phone, and them things supposed to say 100%. Because you see, emergency, it's just weird. That emergency usually happening at night when you're not expect it. And you need your cell phone to call whosoever or whatsoever. So, one of the security we are talking about just now is by your cell phone and make sure it power up. Because you don't want it at the night something happen and you can't call nobody. The cell phone have a little way that you talk to somebody important and all of a sudden you see the power gone. Or you say you never pay the bill. You know what I mean? So make sure you have all extra credit on your phone. Believe you me, extra credit on your phone. I know the police them have a thing where you can press the thing and alert. They don't have a problem with it, you know. And this is weird. I want to complain to them publicly. I want to complain to them. The other day, them say it marks stay alert. It's an app so it says stay alert where you can press to call the police or whatsoever. You know, say the other day, I show someone how to use it. And when I press it, at 20 minutes after me hear a policewoman say, oh, the stay alert button, can I help you? I say, lady, it's 20 minutes ago. I say that, you know how much gunshot could have fired in my house started, and how much this and that could have happened already. I think say when I press the thing, you didn't hear the thing if it's even 40 or 50 seconds after, but not 20 minutes. So it really don't make no sense if we're not going to tell people if we put this in on the phone, and then when emergency come, at 20 minutes after the police are going to take your call. It don't make no sense. You understand? So I just want to know, say, may I introduce the public to the Stay Alert apps. Right? To download the Stay Alert apps in your phone. In at this time, yeah. In at the holiday season, yeah, so. Very important. Download that Stay Alert apps in your phone. And you say, may I tell the people them this now, I want the police force that anytime somebody press the button, we don't want to answer the thing 20 minutes after because it happened to me. I show someone how to use it and me press the button and 20 minutes after somebody call and ask me if me did press the button, what is my emergency? Nothing can go so. It can't go so. You know what things can happen in 20 minutes? A whole lot of things can happen in 20 minutes, you know. So if we don't want the people them respond to what we tell people they must do it. And we hear the minister Sleepy. Me hear Sleepy mention that after, you know. Me just see if you mention the app and I say, I'm going to put this app in on my phone. I'm going to put it in on my phone. And when I put it on my phone, I'm going to try and make somebody else put it on their phone and I show them how to use it. And it not work like how them say it's supposed to work. So, government, money from Montague, you can't tell people, say, you don't have this app, sir. And then when it's supposed to work, at 20 minutes after you get the call, you answer. It don't make no sense. No sense. It defeats the whole purpose. It defeats the whole purpose of the apps. So we just want to know, we just want the people them know, say, this time of year, I want, it's supposed to be goodwill and good this and good that and all the things them are good. But some people moan when this time of year come, really moan. Some people don't have the money to spend, but them spend it anyway. And as we usually say, black people buy what them want and beg what them need. And so black people run them things. Them buy what them want and beg what them. It can't work that way there. It cannot work that way. Because when January and February come, your needs not going to be fulfilled, and then now you're going to go cuss and go and bad and lick your picnic, like says your picnic fault, and cuss your man, because him never do this and him never do that. When him don't send the money for buy something for the picnic, and you take it by fingernail. You don't want to take the paper money and go buy a fingernail. But you go a party, so you have to look dapper. And I borrow your granddaughter clothes. And the granddaughter says, she not in your clothes, you go lick the little picnic on the bed. Because of your granddaughter picnic. So, one of the things that does that, I tell the people. I will go back to this song here because the lyrics of the song here are right to make the people them hear it properly. We not just play it because dancers song and Ray, and Lele. We don't know the hype. We want the people them listen to it carefully. I tell you, the lyrics of that tune, say, me hear a man that say, I remember which artist that say, some man buy big car and then all the land for park it pot. Some people have some expensive car, them don't know where to park it. What is the purpose of that? What's the purpose? You don't have no house. You don't have no land. And you buy a car where you don't have nowhere to park it. You park it on the side of the road and somebody scratching at the middle of the night and you come out and start customer road. Priorities. And this youth that talk about priority. Remember, don't trust Santa Claus, Mr. Pedophile. This is the Steppin razor, the art of war. We're there with you. El.
Hello?
Yeah, blessed.
Good afternoon.
Mama. I
Well, go on.
man. May I tell you?
Aye, trust me. I like when you start the show today, man.
Okay.
I'm like every year when you remind the people them.
Yeah.
Say them beg what they need and buy what they know.
True. That's true that.
Yeah, man. But that not go for me,
No, I don't expect that to go.
No, I'm young glad say me
You
not
have
do
your
them
husband
something
and you
there,
have
but
me
me say
that
me
can't
love
go
every
for you.
year, yeah, remind them.
Yeah.
That then do.
Yeah.
Then I remember say Christmas I do. And the hard part that come January. It always I say a tumbling season.
Yeah, but we stay funny with that though because say you wonder how people today don't have no money and they have so much money to spend
Christmas time.
And the whole year them not have no money, they not have no money at this. I tell you.
They all alone office them full up. The Christmas.
So you're alright.
Anyway, give thanks.
Yeah, man.
And happy Earth Strong when it come forward, Boxing Day.
Me I go there, man. Me I go there. Right as so.
Yeah, the right as so.
Right as so. Alright.
Alright, so me know, so me gonna get some nice tune that day there.
Oh, you mean, man? Of course.
Alright.
Me I play for myself.
Yes.
Alright.
So you know me link you up.
Yeah, alright. Give thanks.
You too.
Yeah, I remember my man. Should have left IRFM, you know. Them should have crowned her. I give her a job down here. Believe you me. I want them want some. I remember could I make some security because I need some security. I remember I need some security. I know your husband not going to mind it if you secure me. I need some security, believe you me. Okay. We're there with you. The call gone? Right. Oh, the call, all right. All right, so at this me that I mention, believe you me. The police them, a boss say them want to raise a pay. The nurse them say them want to raise a pay. The government a claim them don't have no money. The government have money. Recently, they acquired over $1 billion from criminal activities. Yes, they laundering money and the money where them find out people yard and all them things there. Over $1 billion them have. Plus not to mention the other money. Because when them not supposed to have Bush Road for 600 million, them find it because them are deal with politics. Them spend almost $1 billion up at St. Mary the other day for running an election. Them have the money. The problem with me have with these people, is that them make the government always start them out a thing. Them want to give them 3 this year and 3 next year or 4 this year and 2 next year. The same thing, it's a confusion, 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. Government not joke, Them say them will give the people them 3% and this year and 3% next year. When the people them ball here, them know, them will give them 4% this year and 2% next year. They're the same 6%. I know 6% of the people them are talking about. I don't want to make the police them get vexed in Jamaica, Oh, we don't want to turn out to that little country like Africa. Besides, them will take over something and the soldier them, We don't pay the people them what they're supposed to get, Because we don't have it. We don't have it. Want to the money where them supposed to pay back for the phone bill. Every little make a muckle. We don't hear the government. Hardly Shah is the man who is responsible for the money. And Hardly Shah did have the biggest phone bill in Jamaica. Plus, which is really important now, this is very important. The Prime Minister say them go and put a cap in pan how much the phone bill is supposed to come up to. And I should have played the tape when I say it, And if it come up to over the money where them cap it pan, the people them going to have to pay. The people them going to have to pay more. Whosoever phone bill come up over the $48,000, the people can pay. Not go on as it relates to paying back the money. And the police them and the nurse them want more pay. Hardly Shah money alone can pay a whole heap of nurse. We need to find out what happened to the phone bill money where them supposed to pay back. We want to find out what happened to it if them pay it back. Them need for, even though it's Hardly Shah the biggest offender, but him need to come say, all right, I have paid back what. This minister paid back that. We need to find out because the Prime Minister say it must. Mr. Hardly Shah put it down and say $40,000 is the ceiling. That means say them supposed to pay it back. That them can help to put it with some other money like the criminal money them. And pay the people them what them supposed to get. The people them, the nurse them deserve what them supposed to get. Because some serious bullet, I mean, you know how much gunshot are coming to hospital nowadays? You know how much people with gunshot and stabbing and all them things are coming to hospital nowadays? Where them have to work. I mean, like, wow, them have to work. The police them up on the road and may I tell you, them get irritable, that's why them do certain things them not supposed to do too. Because they just want to get it over with. So me don't know. Enough money I go around the place, the government can't find the money. Hardly Shah know if juggle money, he can't find it. He can't find it. Yes, here.
Hello, Musa?
Yes, ma'am.
I calling from out of Western St. Mary. That's from the sir.
Western St.
That's right. The rain is falling from Sunday, and we cannot get the children to school because of the poor condition of the road. Because they have they have the exam and they cannot get to school.
Oh, you did write me last Monday?
Yes, I write you on Tuesday.
Monday, in St. Mary there?
Yes, right in St. Mary. Robert Montague is the MP and Jason James is the
Robert
councillor.
Montague MP?
Yes, Jason James is the councillor.
Okay, so we talk to the councillor or what? I can't see.
We send video to them. We send letter. We do everything. We withdraw with the parents of the Dr. Primary and Junior High School. We withdraw our students from school. Nobody come and say anything to us. They cannot go to school because the road is very bad. Food for the poor has sent some goods to the school. We, the parents, have to carry the goods to the school. Truck come with water, the water cannot go up there. Nothing.
Okay. So where the councillor name? Where's the councillor name?
Jason James.
Jason James.
Yes.
Okay, Jason James.
And Robert Montague is the MP.
Well, everybody talk about Robert Montague, I'm going to say them about councillor, so the councillor have to deal with it. And that's what I'm going to tell you now. Say, him too big for to deal with that now. I'm going to deal with that crime thing, you know, where I have nothing else to do about crime thing.
Yes, but we have sent him, on the thing he said, we sent him some videos. He said, hush, under that he said that, he has to say, hush.
Hush?
Yes, under that you have to say.
Hold on. Who say hush?
Jason James.
The council for the area, when
yes,
show him the
said
video.
hush.
H-U-S-H? Let me get your
yes, the hush, like you're hushing a little child.
You're serious? Him not even come down there, come look and say, this or nothing?
Actually, it came here the last bird season that gone. We talked to him and
the bird
from that on the bird season up, he never come back on the road in dry. No, not even tractor can go on the road to your
Baba, hold on there. What you say? The cows are coming there. The bird
shoot bird.
No, you there. He come shoot bird.
Yeah, I'm good at in condo for true.
I don't know talk to him when him come shoot the bird.
We talk to him, I'm good thing in time I carry man up to this blessed moment and we have tried to tell him no, we don't want no more. A Baba Green. Actually, Sunday, he bought them Baba Green jail road that will meet up jail town and jail town never want Baba Green because no patrol never in it.
Maybe I'll be saying him drive to go shoot the bird.
No.
Why? Them people are joke kind of rasta. The man, the last time coming was to shoot bird.
Yeah, them come to the community and say,
I know him there on the video I shoot back upon the man head. A different man. Well, may I tell you. So
it's terrible because they have them exam and they can't go to school because we cannot walk because if we even try walk, last week me try go up there, me sprained my ankle, so you know me cannot walk up there again because them people have to stay in.
You need tiger balm now.
They know.
Well, I don't know if you say, Mama, trust me, I don't know if you say.
But we got shouted to the council, remember the people them who put them in.
Yeah.
Them they tried, so them to do something about every surrounding area. This school road definitely, not even a 4-wheel drive motor cannot go up there.
You serious?
So bad, me I tell you, because the truck come and the truck actually sink in the road. Sink before it go up there, up at the school. Nothing. The goods to the canteen can't make nothing. Yeah, it's terrible bad to true.
All right, Mama. I hope somebody hear you. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. You know, so from Monday, she text me and I talk about this thing, you know. And nobody still not go up there. I hope somebody, but the council, just said the council and Jason what? Jason James. Where you deal with Rasta? When everybody talk about Bobby Montague, I wonder if him uncle live up there. Because maybe we need him uncle for work out certain things with Jason, you know. Yes, maybe we need somebody Indian, them we say, in every parish now. All the them there, in most of the parish them now. You can't go up there and get everything done. So I don't know if the Indian community want to help the people them with the road by just using some of them Indian, whatsoever them call it, for work it out. But Jason James, the people them are cry out. Jason James, the people them are cry out. From up at St. Mary, they so them want you fix the road that the people them can go to school. Especially that the holiday, you know, it's a joke business. A joke business, trust me. Yeah. Blessed.
Brethren.
Wait, what you doing?
You have to forgive me. First night, sport by when I start playing the anthem.
Okay, you never hear the
know, you want after that, no, but no, you want me now. I tell you the truth. me come this lie first night and go cool out. Another station to listen to some rubber dub. Then we have a little program start rubber dub 12 to 2 for Wednesday night. Okay. I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm in the slow weather for a minute. We come back a little bit of here one thing, go attack, and then...
Oh, so you never hear the thing about the scientific thing about how them are kill black people?
Listen to some of it. I'm saying, you know, so I have to go try check on YouTube and hear all like, you know. But me not listen to some of it. Me know some of it already, you know, because, you know, we know how them do, like with the Kindtel thing and all that, and you know, last time I mentioned that tonight, and one time the police them did the pens. You remember in the 80s when they made the roots movement in Philly? Because they bomb them out.
Oh, you mean move.
I moved when you Yeah.
Them move. Like
yeah.
Africa and all of them, girl, daughter them.
You can see everything with them, you know. The conspiracy thing there, you can piece the things them together, and you know, whether it's a concerted effort or not.
Yeah.
Them still amount, the little increment parts still amount to a big thing.
Of course.
You understand?
Because it can't be just coincidence that the hunger are mostly in the black communities, them. You know, the Flint water where them fight.
Yeah, man.
You know.
They didn't make a move upon that, you know.
Yeah,
the lady.
You know Flint, yeah, man.
The lady, yeah. Because I think this year she did that last year. Last year, I think.
Ironically, prostate cancer is prevalent mostly amongst black men. Well, we never know nothing about no. When we did the Africa, them thing there, you know, see it. And the man I show you says because we lack of vitamin D, why we're getting these prostate thing come up on us because we're not in the sun. Again, we spend more of the time indoor now, so the prostate cancer is a very serious thing amongst black men. And breast cancer in black women is a terrible thing.
So we were protected.
Yes.
And while them kill out the set so that infertility come in little by little and can't get no new.
Sterilizing the women them with them vaccination.
Yeah, man.
Terrible.
You know,
the food again, which is the main thing. The food is where them are used against black people now. Because, you know, them do a survey, you know, in America, say, black people support McDonald's more than every other group of people in America. McDonald's can live off of black people money. The fast food chain. And you can see it down here now with all of the other big franchise fast food restaurant them when people don't want to cook and don't want to go home go cook. Them just go to buy some fast food and get a picnic too.
In 1980 Muta, a man said to me, say, why you don't like check with McDonald's or Burger King or Kentucky and get a franchise and go back to Jamaica and open a franchise down there. I'm looking at the man and say, listen to me, man. We are Jamaica, we don't play that, we don't eat that food.
I watch you now.
Me frightened when we come back to Jamaica, me say, I don't think there's in Kentucky we make under $100,000 an hour.
No, but not only that. Them say the Kentucky make more money than any other Kentucky. In the world.
Yeah.
It's like how them
Yeah,
say we
man.
use cranberry more than everybody else. And we don't plant cranberry. And them say Jamaican use cranberry more than everybody else. So you must know, say, anyway, if you want old, but we have to take some time.
Let's see if you got it last.
Yeah.
We will.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah, man.
Motor?
Yes. Do not say hello again.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Now come a little. Last time I just a big up to the program last night.
Okay, all right, yeah, man.
Yeah, I appreciate love the thing there, the documentary there. A long time I tell them one thing there.
Yeah.
You know. And the whole thing, you know. The whole thing is that what am I do? I put people against people. You know what I mean? Some of we not understand it.
Yeah.
You know. And we now know so if we love one another, and I don't think they're gonna stop the crime. But I mean a tough spot here, but more about the whole of East Kingston, Rockford, Fireball, you know what I mean? I miss the man who go shoot up church out of my place, and
I tell you.
it make me feel aware, but no, I don't need a balance. But you know what I mean? I just one of them thing there. But it gotta get better.
Well, it
You know what I
can't
mean?
see all the while, you know.
Yeah, man, it have to get better, and we have to just find a way to love one another.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, man, Motor, but big up yourself. All right, me talk to you about me just jumping in a bank situation, and that's why I couldn't even concentrate for a while. Big up yourself,
yeah,
Mutabaruka.
right.
All man attack us, so I think them have a talk.
Yeah.
And all the people where think them are going to mash up Jamaica and run come a foreign, read the news and look what go on. And stop acting like we are idiots. Stop acting like we are idiots. So everybody talk about them want to run come a foreign. Where come a foreign come do? Eh? Where run come a foreign come do? Take care of Jamaica.
All right, sir. All right, bless
You
you.
hear that? Take care of Jamaica. Big up yourself, Motor. Hold.
Yes. Jump out a frying pan and jump in a fire. 4:30 music news time.
Veteran entertainer Ninja Man will be back in court tomorrow, December 15th, for his sentencing hearing. The dancehall legend, whose real name is Desmond Ballantyne, his son Janelle, and his friend Dennis Clayton were found guilty of the murder of Ricardo Johnson. The three men were convicted by a 7-member jury on November 20th in what was a stunning development that sent shockwaves throughout dancehall. Ninja Man's attorney has indicated that the entertainer will likely file an appeal. She will also ask the judge to be lenient in his sentencing while pointing to the DJ's charitable work in his community over the years. Several citizens whom he has helped in the past are also expected to speak in the court on his behalf.
Yeah, Motor.
Yeah, bless you.
Greetings. Yeah, I called last night, but call got cut out. But I truly appreciate love you take the time to run that information that we talk about, the science agenda for the extermination of blacks.
Okay.
And I hope you play it again on your day show, man.
No, too long to play upon the day show, man.
All right. But this is what I want to talk to you about, and it's really on my spirit, and I'm gonna bring it up again. I'll bring it up forward. There's a program, there's a global program of land acquisition that is taking place in the world, and all over the world, right here in America, everywhere in Jamaica. That's what the land tax in Jamaica the last time is all about. Because if the people can't pay the taxes, the government is gonna put a lien on the land and take the land.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So the same thing they're doing right here, with the gentrification program and everything. But the thing that is very disturbing to I is that, to get this land, right, they're committing all kind of atrocities, Rasta. They have a destabilization program. They did it to Gaddafi. They did it. They're now doing it they did it in Mozambique, Zimbabwe, in Michael Manley government in Jamaica in the 70s, and they're still doing it. Bring it to this point, Muta. this shooting thing that's taking place in Jamaica, this killing. You know, I'm having a bad vibe about where these guns coming from. You know, and all these people under mind control. Is what I'm saying, because, you know, they run this type of program. The military, U.S. military, British, French, they have a very big mind control program that they're running on people through propaganda and of course, when they tie everything together with the food and the vaccine, you know, they're talking about the RNA fragments where they can weaponize the food to sterilize and to kill people of color. That's what I'm saying. You see these high-tech barbarian men, you know, I hope our people really waking up and paying attention, man. And I'm kind of disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed that some of the artists them too. But Marley, Peter Touch and Culture and all the man, they always address these things. You know, these artists now talking about, man.
But I tell you something, what I'm saying? Tell the people them these things, you know. Them just mark it off and say, Muta get them things there from. You know?
Really?
So them look on it. Yeah, so them look on it. Muta get them things there from. You know? So, I don't know.
Yeah. Years ago, me write a tune named I Take Barbarian. Me write another tune named Globalization and one year NGOs. When you listen to the documentary, I talk about the World Bank and UNICEF, you know what I'm saying, and the Kiwanis Club. All of these people, man, are co-conspirators for the annihilation of African people, and we need to really wake up, man, and stop playing around.
Yes. Well, we're going to
all right, Rasta, keep one quick question. The brother there on the of the bookstore in Chicago, you still got his number?
No, I don't have him.
You have his link?
Look for the Ed Start bookstore near, man. You can't find it. Chicago.
All right. I'll live on Panda Ends in the morning. Yeah, we really want to link up with him and see what's going on with his bookstore and everything.
Google Ed Start bookstore in Chicago. You'll find the number.
All right, bro. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man. Nice is. Blessed. Yes. I saw it go. Yes. It passed the idea of conspiracy now. It's real thing. I let the people them. Real sitting. I don't know if this person are related to Sugar Minot, but it's a nice tune. Robert Party. Robert Minot. Yes, EL.
Yeah, we spoke briefly last night. You and I met some years back. I was introduced to you at Florida International University. You did a very great performance there with some poetry reading.
Where?
Yes, at Florida International University. And you were excellent. So I've been turned on to your work since then. Particularly that piece that you did, The System is a Fraud. Okay. Beautiful, I mean, expressive, very, very powerful. That's a lasting legacy that you're leaving to your people. Now, very quickly, Jamaica and the traitors among us. You know, it's very good what's going on in the world.
Hold on there. Because it's not like you're going to take long to talk. We only have 2 minutes for cash pot business to go on. So, if me lock you up, no feel no way.
Is it possible to hold on?
All right, yeah. No, we're not ready yet to know. What I tell you?
Okay. Because you know, I wanted to put a reason to my people.
Yeah, but
and it's a little bit.
Remember, say you won. You know, understand?
Yeah. But let me just say to my people in Jamaica that when you kill each other, is treachery, and that's being a traitor to the cause and the traitor to your own people. When you mow down little girls, like the one in Zimbabwe, Trenchtown. That little girl, nobody has given them information. She's still lying cold in the earth. Nobody with any conscience, any decent Trenchtown has come forward to redeem that sister, her blood, the innocence that has been taken away from Jamaica. Secondly, Muta. You know, it's a scandal to me to see that we are in Jamaica.
Rapid move, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, lucky 5, and cash pot draws. Okay. We want to touch this thing to make the people them hear this thing, you know. I still ask to the Prime Minister about this award when he give this Dominican Republic president. If he's aware of what is taking place in Dominica as it relates, the Republic of Dominica as it relates to the Asian people. And it's been happening for years, pan top of years. So, listen to this.
Haiti and the Dominican Republic are close, but only in the geographical sense. The two countries may exist on the Caribbean island of Hispaniola, but historically they have rarely seen eye to eye. Tensions due to controversial law changes and the recent hanging of a Haitian man in the Dominican Republic have experts worried that the island is on the brink of a humanitarian crisis. So why do Haiti hate each other? Well, to understand the conflict, we have to go back to 1697, when France and Spain divided Hispaniola in two after battling for control. Haiti gained independence from France in 1804 and subsequently took over the Spanish Dominican side in an effort to free the entire island of slavery. Haiti occupied the Dominican side for 22 years. During that time, the Spanish-speaking Dominicans were restricted to speaking French, and Haitians enforced oppressive rules on labor and the redistribution of Dominican wealth. Although the Dominican Republic eventually gained its independence from Haiti, it's thought that this period of occupation was where their relationship started to sour. Since then, several social and economic factors have contributed to deepening divisions. Today, tensions are largely motivated by racism. Human rights experts observe that Dominicans openly discriminate against Haitians because they perceive them to be more black, despite both cultures having African ancestry. Dominicans argue that they have more European heritage than This anti-Haitian sentiment has endured since 1937, when dictator Rafael Trujillo led the Dominican Republic. Rafael was obsessed with pale skin, and under his rule, around 10 to 25,000 dark-skinned Haitians living in Dominican border towns were murdered. Economically, the Dominican Republic fares better than Haiti. Experts suggest that this disparity comes down to the way Hispaniola is divided. While the Dominican Republic enjoys plentiful rains, the mountains that border the two nations cut off Haiti's rainfall. The semi-arid climate, coupled with deforestation problems, has meant Haiti's agricultural production is more restricted than the Dominican Republic's. All that being said, when the 2010 earthquake devastated Haiti, the Dominican Republic was quick to jump to its aid, providing food, water, and rescue workers. Sadly, this feeling of goodwill didn't last. So what went wrong? Well, after the earthquake, more Haitians took refuge in the Dominican Republic. However, a recent high court ruling retroactive to 1930 means that refugees be granted Dominican citizenship if at least one of their parents is a legal resident. According to reports, more than 200,000 Haitians are now stateless. Following the decision, Haitian-Dominican tensions have escalated into violence, with reports of Dominicans burning the Haitian flag and open calls for the deportation of all Haitian refugees. Experts suggest that countries like the United States and other Caribbean nations may have to get involved if the new ruling continues to perpetuate human rights abuses against Haitian refugees. To learn more about tensions between other countries, check out this playlist now.
Bless my Lord, blessed Muta.
Blessed man.
Yes, my Lord, I have a burning issue and I'm not carry over the years in a Muta. Because my name is Clement, Clement. My name is Clement, you hear me good?
Yeah.
My name is Clement, and I get a vision from a long while. And the vision of just going to Philippians 3 and 4. I see I name, I go tell the world, all world leader, to release herb and the date what we are used to turn back.
So you do it yet? You go there yet?
Yeah, I do it for the longest while. I have picture all over the world, you know my thing. Yeah, man, I'm on Facebook. Every time the computer, Clement, you see I preach it, send it all over where I can do. But and I really feel like it a got way to go. And I know with the thing I know. I never say increase of flood and you say I keep needing about the whole globalization and thing. I had this for years, this is my thing. But it's bad because the flooding will go on what they are missing every man in all the place, we just missing, you know, my king. May I tell you that, you know, because you say, why the king really make that go on? come like we there now, you're the man a Clement attack. Because I just keep back to the king and give him more time to come give the world flesh.
All right.
You understand? So I agree with you, my king. I rule over the place.
Yeah.
I rule over foreign. Brazil everywhere. If you touch the thing, you see Clement Bible at Senate cross.
All right.
But I don't know if it really a grow where it to go because no one now give a attack and say, boy, you are looking at your case and see what can go on. And you understand? So I have to touch the eye right now. So I only hope all that. And I'm really that you are looking at a man a case. So I have to say to the world, well.
All right, sir. Give thanks.
Yes, my lad.
Yes. Yes, the man have a
El Rastafari. How you do, Mutabaruka?
blessed man. El.
Yes, sir. El.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Me live on the radio?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. How you do, Mutabaruka?
Me all right, man.
Yeah, man. I the world king, you know. Sabatooth, the ice cream. Boy, today in the street, Mutam, boy.
You there
you're a fan. No, I say I'm in the streets.
Okay.
And I'm Mutabaruka. Eh?
You don't know where Philip again?
Well, the street is mine, man. The street is all mine. But I have a residence where I rest, you know.
Okay.
But no abiding city specifically. The world is I and I one, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I say I'm in the streets. And Mutabaruka fans them. Been saying Sabatooth working a long time. I not hear you call Muta. Oh, you stop call Muta in Banyo? I said, nah, man. Muta no ban. What I do for Muta ban? And Muta no ban. It's just a time and a season for everything. But you not the festive season.
I play your tune why you stop call me.
Eh?
I play your tune why you stop call me.
No.
The tune you call me early morning, late at night.
Yeah.
Well, I hope my wife every time.
Well, I have to congratulate you for that because I know specifically now say it's Mutabaruka personally must have tuned there with Sanchez and I Sabatooth, Mutabaruka and Gary G. And out of the whole this jockey them in the entire human race. And Muta and Gary G have played the most and it's a good song where every disc jockey in the entire human race to play. But I don't know why many people not playing it, but I have nothing bad to say about them, you know, because what is hidden from the wise and the prudent reveal now to the whole civilization. Yeah, so I give thanks to you, Mutabaruka.
If you say anything bad,
yes,
stop playing.
Eh?
If you say anything bad about them, you're going to stop playing.
No, man, I will never say nothing bad about them. Look here. The same mouth that said boo, that's going to say rare. So the same hand start playing other artists and not playing I World King is the same hand going to start playing I World King. So right, Mutabaruka now, I can make them start playing me. When them hear Mutabaruka, I play Sanchez and I World King, them I go say, no man, Muta no play silent music. So I have to play it.
All right, sir.
Give thanks.
Give thanks, yeah, man. Sabatooth, man. I tell you, them man don't stop calling them, not hear them song, you know. And when them hear them song, no, them not call at all. Okay, here goes. Yes, you know, say I eat this. Give thanks to the moment, give thanks to the time and the energy. Give thanks to stay with me. I want to say happy birthday to my daughter. I show her how I hope when it come. Yes. She reach my age now. May I tell you. Can you imagine a father and a daughter have the same age? Okay, so here we are, you know. We're going to leave you with one tune here, you know. We're going to leave you with this tune here. We're going to come forward Monday, sitting in for Elise Kelly on the Easy Skanking. Monday and Tuesday is our day, and Smurf is the other 2 days. Them. We will be in Negril tomorrow. We're going to be the host for the show in the evening. Sunday we are going to 5 young. I play the good old vintage music then. So, we gone. I will tell you, so don't burn your bridges behind you.